go. I do not, Aaron. No, I do not. I have one TikTok. Yo, is this feel bad if I can? I'm not sure what your question is, Alex. Good morning. Good morning. I see you DM someone who's impersonating you. Yeah, there's a bunch of them on TikTok, dude. I can't get them to get rid of them. It's highly annoying. Yeah, I do trade. Man, this week has not been solid price action, so I haven't really. I've had one day we made 11,000, and I haven't taken a trade since then. Yeah, they are. But if you're using, if you have it connected via Trade what I do is I keep Trade window open right here. I have a large monitor, so half of it's Trading View, half of it's Trade and I'll execute on Trade and you'll see, you'll see the execution. Like if I were to take a long right now, for instance, you would see this execute right here on Trade or on Trading View. I'm not sure why you're asking what my risk to reward ratio is. That's not something that most people who are successful really highly focus on. I would say most of my trades are a 3-to-1 probably if you were to look at it. I have a 2.8 profit factor, so that's basically what you're asking is what is your profit factor. So my wins compared to my losses are almost 3 times bigger than my losses. Last winning day for my second payout. So proud of myself, really locked in this one. There you go. That's awesome. Congrats. Can you post in the chat your Discord? Sure. Let's see. I hope this doesn't mess up the link in my bio here doing this. No, I don't want to generate a new link. Yeah, hang on one second. I'll copy it from my bio. There you go. No, you're asking about the latency in terms of, is there slippage? No, there's not. Typically, there's not. What's your edge? I see you use order flow. What do you mix in for yourself personally? Discretion, man, is huge. I think my edge is seriously, like you just had somebody ask me a second ago, do you take trades? My edge is knowing when to avoid the market. And I can tell you already, I've been watching this since about 7 o'clock this morning. This is going to be a shaky morning unless something changes in the next 20 minutes. Yeah, Alex, I would definitely do that. Almost at 20K, I am. Yeah, it's crazy. Claudio, what's up? Ryan, what's up? I don't know. We'll see, man. I hope not. We're getting some just wild movement. Like this drop down here, obviously there was a lot of sell side that was built up there, but on the book map, there wasn't anything really showing that was about to take place. So we'll see. We've got a bunch of orders above us to 24,500 right now on book map. Amen there. ICT. I use some ICT concepts in conjunction with order flow and momentum. Yeah. Nasdaq. Yeah, you can do that, Alex. It's not a bad idea. Trading isn't profitable long term. All right, man. Thank you for popping in here into TikTok at 9 a.m. on a Wednesday morning to let us know that. Don't forget to hit that punch card in the time clock. No, I haven't yet. We'll wait for more people to get in here, Everett. This week has not been ideal. I mean, I posted a video yesterday, and there were some people that said they did well yesterday. You know, that's me saying, me posting that video yesterday and saying that price action was crap yesterday. The way that the market works, man, there's days where, you know, let's say you trade trend lines, and for some reason there are certain days where trend line trading is just killing it, or there's days where ICT concepts are getting, you know, obeyed to a T. That's just perfect ICT day. Or there's order flow days where, you know, I've had order flow days where I'm just killing it and I'm watching ICT traders get cooked. That's just how it is. So it's always funny to me when I make a comment about price action not being in my favor, and people are like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. It was beautiful. It's like, yeah, you probably trade differently than I do. It's kind of crazy how people can't apply nuance to their critical thinking or lack thereof. They rejected negotiations. They said it was disrespectful. I saw or Pakistan supposedly delivered the 15-point plan that was put together. I'm not sure what it looked like. You have a role model in trading? Yeah, I would say PJ Trades for sure. PJ is living the life that I'm hoping to get to at some point. I haven't been able to make any plays because the market just really hasn't been moving. It's been doing wonky stuff, man. Wonky. Do you trade full time? I do, yeah. Are you in PJ's Discord? I was. I'm not anymore. I still have some friends and family that are in there, and you know, I talk to PJ, so we're cool. I just didn't want to be doing my own thing and also be in his Discord. Thought that was kind of weird. This is my first World War. How do I trade during this time when one tweet can spike the market by 800 points? Yeah. Size down. That's what I would say, man. Keep your stops pretty tight. Make sure that as soon as you're opening a trade, you're having a stop loss set and that you're sized down. That would be my serious answer. No, there's definitely some these for me. You know, I've been doing this for 5 years. For me, it seems like this. For the first 6 months of Trump's presidency, it was pretty decent. But since then, price action there's just been so much uncertainty and stuff going on with the tariffs, and then now with this Iran issue, it's created so much volatility and uncertainty in the market that it has definitely created a tough environment to trade in. I mean, I was listening to Bloomberg for like an hour today, and all the people on there are like, "How do you even trade this? Like, what do you do? Do you just pull all your capital out? You know, like what do you do?" That's literally what the most professional, you know, people are saying. So if it's difficult for them and they're saying stuff like that, clearly it's going to be difficult for retail traders, especially people who are brand new to this. And brand new, I mean, you got to think you're still new if you've only been doing this a couple years. You're still new. Like I still consider myself relatively new to this, and I've been doing it for 5 years. It's never going to be easy, Aaron. I think you might get, you know, more stable price action, but there's never. I don't think trading is ever easy. Laughs in millennial. I can see it going for London high first 30 minutes of market open, but it looks bullish for today. We'll see. I still thought we were going to potentially retrace the rest of this 800-point move that we had pre-market from Tuesday. Was that Tuesday that we had? Or no, Monday. This move right here. I'm still looking for us to potentially make up the rest of this. But, you know, we basically went to the 50% mark and turned around pretty much a little past 50%. Do you sell a course? No, I do not. Yeah, I'm still new. Been trading since February of last year. Hey, you're in the sweet spot. You're at the point where a lot of people quit. Stick with it. I saw PJ was asking for Biden back. Clearly he's joking, but it is tough to trade this market right now. Two weeks? Yeah. Sean, it's one of the toughest times to get into it, man, so just keep that in mind. Barely a difference between ES and VIX. Yeah, this is VIX right here. What strategy do you trade? I trade order flow and momentum combined with ICT. Which one is your Discord? It's this right here. Link right there. Hey man, how are you? What's up, Victor? Has trading ever made you cry once? It's made me extremely, extremely frustrated. I don't know about crying. Passed my eval today. Now the goal is to get some payouts. Boom. There you go, Chad. Very nice, man. Congratulations. There you go, Nando. I think Carlos live data is worth it, especially you're talking about for paper trading. It's really hard to try to develop a strategy in paper trade if you don't have live data. That 10-minute delay is a huge, huge thing. Love watching your live. Hey, I appreciate that. Love having you here. Oil seems to be cooling down now, and it looks to be stable. But one tweet can change it. Good time to invest in general. Just hard to trade. I think it's a good time to have cash on hand. Be kind of, I would say, 60-40 potentially. My insider at Mossad told me London sweep, then dump. He didn't say which London, though. He could have been talking about London low and then dump beyond. Hanging with you has taught me a lot about ICT. It's helped me tremendously. Hey, I appreciate that, Chad. I'm glad it's helped, man. I got a payout approved on Monday, and Apex sent me an email letting me know that in 2 business days I will get the plane invite. Still haven't gotten it. Well, I don't use plane, dude. I just do direct deposit. I use ACH. I think that's kind of the easiest way to do it. Maybe some people are a little uncomfortable doing that. It goes into my business account though, so it's not tied to my personal stuff. But that's the way I would recommend doing it. It still takes. I haven't gotten any payouts on the new accounts that they do, the end of day accounts, but the older accounts usually would still take like 2 or 3 days for it to hit. After it's approved, usually it would take a day or two to get approved, and then after it's approved, it would take 2 or 3 days to actually hit the account. Jeff, what's up, man? See, that's tough, Carlos, because it's like then you're adding a whole other component that you don't have to worry about when you're trading for real, like with live data. So it can be distracting trying to do it that way. I mean, it's $7 for CME data. Marlo, that's what I mean. I mean, analyzing the market itself, I don't think is the hard part. I think mastering your psychology is the hard part, and it's extremely difficult for most people. It's extremely difficult for me. Keeping a control over your impulses and your fighting the natural urges that your brain has. Oh, you're from Europe, so that might take it. It might take it longer. I think, isn't Apex based in Europe though? Or are they based in the United States? I do ACH as well. It takes about 3 or 4 days total after requesting. It's pretty quick. Yeah, 3 or 4 days. That's still super slow though. Um, if you look at Lucid, I'm not joking with you. Lucid will be in your bank account. Once it's approved, it'll be in your bank account. Like from the time you request to the time it's in your bank account, it's like a minute. Not even kidding, dude. Lucid is unreal how quick their payouts are. Even with take profit, like you got to wait for the account to settle at, usually on my accounts they settle around 7 p.m. Eastern time. Then you request the payout, and sometime around like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. it gets approved and put into your wallet. So usually it's in my wallet by the time I wake up at 6, and then that's when you can put it in your bank account. That's instantaneous. But from the time your account settles to approving the payout usually takes the most time. $7 a month, yeah, for the CME data, yeah. How long generally did it take you to build profits in your sim funded? It all depends on how the market's doing, man, how many trades I can take. I mean, sometimes there's been times where, I get a funded account and market's just playing out perfectly, and I can build the buffer pretty quickly. There's also, depends on which firm you're talking about, because some firms have consistency rules, so you got to be careful how much you make in a day. So it's all dependent on, there's multiple different factors. There's no rush to it though, Rum Runner. You shouldn't try to rush it. You shouldn't. Obviously, we're all eager to make money, but what I've discovered with trading is the more you try to rush the process, the longer it actually takes. It's weird how when you stop caring and you start just letting the process play out, the money comes a little quicker, or it seems like it comes quicker. Appreciate that, Victor. Cake, yeah, appreciate that. Hope you have a good day too. What's up, Matthew? Is it a small? I'm going to flip the indicator on for you. I made it yellow. I'm going to change it back to, I had it on 9:30. I was messing around with some stuff this morning. I'll change it back for you. Yeah, so what is that? Is it a 40 point? 30 point? 33 points, 30 points, something like that. That'll be interesting. $46 points. That's pushing it. I guess that gives you a 20-point stop though, right? Isn't that how that would work if you entered on the CE of that 15-minute candle? Bumstead, appreciate it, man. YouTube, Luis. I would imagine the principle, the stop is pretty much the same because you put the stops below the gap, right? Or below the 15-minute candle or above it, depending on if you're going long or short. You don't trade ES orb over 20 points. Yeah, that's a lot. I don't sell courses, and I make very little off affiliate codes. And I'm making a living off of trading. You ever text Trump? What's our play for the day? I did, man. He didn't answer me. I think he was too busy talking with Laura Loomer and Mark Levin. Luis, what's up, man? Let's join the Discord if anyone want to help each other learn. Let's have a great day, Jeff. I love the positivity, man. Nada, what up? He's probably talking to me. The giveaway happens when I hit 20,000. So as soon as that happens, I'm going to do the giveaway inside of the Discord. Depends on the year, man. Depends on the year. This past year was not fun. This season. Running up some burner accounts. Don't do that. Yeah, don't be botting my stuff. When are you gonna take a trade? Let's gamble. Well, the market isn't open yet, so I don't take a pre-market trade this close to open. I think he's supposed to speak Nada at 7 p.m. Eastern time tonight. 7:20 p.m. he's scheduled to speak. Who knows if he'll speak before then. My mantra, if I haven't said it before, positive thinking, purposeful action. I love that. That's Bookmap, Luis. Is it Luis or Luis? That's Bookmap. Do you use a coin flip to decide? I have a chicken that I use, man. I have a chicken, and he's got 2 buttons on the floor. One's long, one's short, and whichever one he picks, that's the strategy I use. I full port in whatever direction the chicken picks. Verse of the day, yeah, we can do that. Let's do that before the market opens. Do you go live every day? I do. 1 John 1 through 9. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just and will forgive us our sins and purify us from all unrighteousness. What's Deep Chart? I believe isn't that like Bookmap? Deep Charts is like Bookmap, but it's a different software. It's like Sierra Charts, I think. Could be wrong. Somebody will correct me if I am. Are you looking at the NQ chart right now? Yes, I am. MNQ, actually, because I'm sizing down with the way the market's been. My win rate right now, Noah, is around, I think it's 67%. Right at 67%, just shy of it, or right around it. My profit factor is 2.8 though right now, which means my wins are almost 3 times as big as my losses, basically. I thought this was Tyson Fury. Dude's an animal. Do you feel as getting closer to God helped you out through trading? It helped me out through everything in my life, man. It's helped me through everything in my life. What do you use for journaling? I journal inside of Microsoft Word. I have a template that I recommend checking out. It's in my Discord that I use. And I have a bunch of different things that I keep track of. Armando, that's a pretty personal question, man. No, I have 35 accounts right now. I only trade with one firm at a time though right now, just to be safe. So I have 20 with Apex, 5 with TPT, 5 with Tradeify, 5 with Lucid. Lucid, Tradeify, TPT, and 20 with Apex, yeah. The 20 accounts with Apex are not funded yet. Those are they're right around the $2,000 profit mark. All the other ones are funded right now, but I haven't passed the Apex one. I haven't really been working on them that hard. Yeah, they're great. Suarez, they're great. You Dutch or Irish? No, I'm not. I'm German and Scottish. Apex is very expensive now. You can still get the old intraday trailing accounts that are $19 for 50K. It's not bad. I can tell you're a good trader because you don't actually sell anything. I appreciate that, man. Maybe that means I'm a bad trader, so I have nothing to sell. No, I definitely am trying to avoid doing any of that stuff. It's obviously enticing because there's a lot of money to be made from it, but I do well enough from trading where right now I don't see that happening. You speak German? No. Is Lucid good? Yes. This is a 5-minute time frame. Sam Bennett, the hockey player? I know who that is, man. I haven't been told that before. He's a beast. Jokes aside, I kind of think you need to get a pet chicken now. What is trailing drawdown? That means intraday, whatever your top balance is, it's going to be 2K from, well, if you're with trading a $50,000 account, your max drawdown is 2K. So if you make $1,000 in profit and then somehow you lose 500 of that, 500 goes against your drawdown intraday. I've been told that, Matthew. I've been told I look like him. I'm not trading RP strategy, no, but there's a lot of people in here that do, so I have it. I put it on the chart to be accommodating for other people. $30 seconds. 30 seconds to market open. That guy can't trade you much better. Is alpha decay real? Probably, but I wouldn't say with prop firms it's probably not as real as people try to claim because we're not actually executing money in the market. This is all sim money. So these trades are not actually executed in the market. Edge, what's up, man? Eli, what's up? See what happens here. This is the 5-minute chart. If we get close to executing a trade, I'm going to drop down to the 1. That's the way I do things. Get a couple tunes on in my ear here. Excuse me. I look for clear direction. I typically want to follow a trend, whatever trend we're in. I want to see a strong draw, especially on the book map. I want to see a clear level that has high liquidity that we're going after. Look for a pullback to where the breakout happened or where there's a point of rejection, a shelf in liquidity. And that's typically where I would enter, targeting whatever liquidity level. I did not trade yesterday, no. Thought I was AI. Is it the camera? Does the camera look good? Did you eat Batman in May? Nah, man. Smoked for a long time. No, I'm just kidding. I did, but I don't know if that's why. Raspy, sexy voice. This is the 5-minute right now. You remind me of Kratos from God of War. Not trading every day is a good sign. Yeah, I haven't. This week has been shaky, man. I haven't liked what I've been seeing. Ton of liquidity above us here. I'm going to give you a quick view of the book map. I'm going to ban use because I don't like that kind of crap. Here's a quick view of the book map. What I'm seeing above us here. This doesn't mean take a blind long right now because we're clearly rejecting off of these 70s. But there is a bunch of liquidity up to 24,500. No, I did not trade yesterday. Marvin, I don't. I did that a couple times and I just didn't, it wasn't really worth the strain that it was putting on the computer because there wasn't that many people. Most of the people in the Discord watch here on TikTok, so. What news are you talking about, Nick? There's no scheduled news today except for Trump speaking at 7:20 tonight. I have no PPI on here unless you're looking at some other countries' scheduled news. Needed 300 left to pass an eval yesterday and I blew it messing around. Yeesh. I hate that for you, man. Do you use shampoo? I've always wondered if bald people use it. I use body wash on my head. It's funny. What's your bias today? Sideways. Sideways, David. What's up with these questions? Shorts looking clean. I'd be careful. I'd stay patient here. Still got these orders stacked all the way up to 24,500. And they're coming potentially. Are you in Big Donald's premium Discord? No, man. I'm not on the list. That's a hell of a Discord to be in, though. If he's throwing signals out, I'd pay big money to be in there. What did somebody put on, like a $1.7 billion position before he made that Iran tweet on Monday? What do you mean by orders are there? There. See that massive stack of orders right there at that red line? And orders up to it. Just rejected off those 80s. Yeah, this is volume and order flow. There's that 500. Just took those orders. See what happens here. I've seen the guy that runs that account, Everett. He is not who you would expect to be running that account. Can you get that on Tradeovate? No, this is a software you download, completely separate from any other platform. My brain's gonna explode. How do you understand that? From a lot of time watching it. It's not that complicated once you figure out the basics of it. It's a little over $100 a month. A bunch of orders up to 24,550 now. We'll see if we reject off this opening range. Book map, yep. Yeah, you can download it from their website. There's a link in my Discord to it, and if you use my code, you'll get 20% off of the actual Bookmap subscription. You still have to pay for data, and they don't give you a discount for that. Who's taking this orb trade? I like the flex accounts, Bez, because there's no consistency in the funded. I'd be careful taking this. There's orders up to 24,450, which would be these highs up here. I'm even tempted to jump in on this potentially, take a small trade here. I'm trading my Apex accounts, so we'll see. See how we reject off these teens, how we play out here. It's a little over that, Lauren. Yeah. Can you use it as a write-off? Yeah, you can write off the expense. All the way up to 24,550 there, which is right above or right at that previous New York PM high. Yeah, because it's different data. It's more in-depth data, Evan. It's like 35, I think, for the Bookmap data. I'm 33, Sebastian. Five-minute candle closes here in 30 seconds. We'll see what happens. Who's taking the orb? Or who took the orb? I'm not in a position. You'll see it when I'm in one. You did? Yeah, you pushed. It was cleaner on NQ. Went right to the middle of that range and rejected off of it. I use Fibonacci sometimes. Yeah, when you're trading all-time high, standard deviation and fib are good things to use for take profit levels. That's actually a pretty good deal there. I'd be tempted to take that, I think. 199 months. Big orders above us here. Big orders. All the way up to that London high, previous New York PM high. Let's see how Bookmap wants to play today. Theoretically, this should just go whoop. You're in short 5 minis, holy cow. You're not de-risking in this market? That's pretty aggressive. I'm tempted to take a stab at a long to those highs. I just don't like how it's kind of lagging here in this range in the 20s. I'm gonna clear out this. It's overcomplicating things. Flex accounts have a 50% consistency rule, so it takes at least 2 days to pass them. The pro accounts you can pass in a day, but then they have consistency in the funded. The flex accounts do not. No, DJ, I haven't taken anything. Eli, if you've been trading for a while, yeah, that's not a bad idea. Orders up to 24,550 up at these highs. There are orders down to the VWAP at 24,465 down here. You can pass an apex in a day. No, I don't have a code with Top Step. Orb's going to play out here, I think. We'll see. We're absorbing those orders right there in the 60s. Momentum picking up to the downside here. When the knot is cocked. Who took that orb? How's the S-book map looking? It's lit up both directions. Both directions heavily lit up. Yeah, if you're going to that wick low right there as your target, that's where I would have gone break even at least. I still think this could go down here. This is another one of those days where Bookmap, you get these massive pockets of liquidity that are not getting absorbed like they normally would. That's what was happening yesterday too. That's why I didn't take a trade. Trump's speaking soon? He's not scheduled to speak until tonight. Is he unscheduled speaking? 7:20 p.m. tonight he's supposed to speak Eastern time. Is he coming out to speak somewhere else, Poppy, that's not scheduled? Day traders got to be the biggest losers. The only people they're second to are people who go into random TikTok lives on a Wednesday morning at 9:45 and make hate comments. I'd say that they're probably a close second to that. What's your top prop firm that actually pays out? All the ones that I work with pay out. And it also, the top one can depend heavily on your trading style. I think one of the best firms in the industry right now is Lucid. I also think Take Profit Trader is one of the best. Tradeify, they got some plans right now that are great. Came in a little late. How's it looking today? We'll see, man. That orb played out. Whoever's taking that orb. Depends on the account, Ronnie. And it depends on the phase. So the Lucid Pro accounts, they have consistency in their funded stage, but they don't in their eval stage. The flex accounts have a 50% consistency rule in eval, but no consistency in funded. So wicked my stop loss and dump. Played it. Look at how it played out on NQ, Matthew. I mean, that's textbook on NQ. Bunch of orders stacked down to 24,420 now. That's tough, Eden. $38 per gallon of gas in Norway. ES is lit up in both directions, 7. This is ES. This is NQ. There you go, man. Very nice. It is tempting to jump in these shorts down to these lows, but Bookmap hasn't been absorbing orders like I'd like to see. I'd say within the first hour of open, 30 minutes to an hour of open, you can kind of get a general idea. And what I go off of by design is I go off of the way that Bookmap is behaving, because I so heavily rely on Bookmap for my trades, for my entries and exits. If I see that we're coming up on, like, I'll show you, well, we're about to get, it just absorbed it, so I couldn't show you in time. But if there was a big pocket of liquidity right here, if we have days where we're just coming up to those big pockets of liquidity and then going somewhere else without absorbing them, those are days that I avoid. It looks like today for the downside here, we're absorbing these orders. So I missed that little move right there, but I can wait for the next one and potentially get in on it if we're gonna have a uniform behavior. No, I understood what you meant. 5 minis deep. Holy cow, man. So in a situation like this, I would look for a pullback, and I'm probably going to target it's not going to happen. The 370 mark here would be this wick low. I don't think I'm going to get a pullback prior to that. Basically missed the move. Big order here on Bookmap just came in down below at 350, where that London low is. I'm going to keep a tight stop here. Only trading 5 micros, so we'll risk roughly 300 for this London low to get taken. See if this absorbs or if we're just going to get screwed here. Taking an eval trade here, guys, so if you're on a funded account, I don't recommend necessarily taking this as well. Getting good response here to these orders coming in. Now dump right through those 70s. Right through those 70s. Right through them. There's 70. Come on. 75. Through the 70s, into the 60s. Come on. No, no. order at 390 just came in here. It's flashing above us. FOMO trade now. 390 is going to get absorbed, I think, before this dumps lower. There's 390 right there. Let's see if that creates momentum, which it did. Fuck me. Still a big order at 350 down there where London low is. Let's see if this rejects where this broke out earlier. Create momentum back down. More orders coming in there, the 80s. 80s through the 70s here, come on. Through the 80s. Dump down there, yep. Now take that 350. $350 coming, come on. Orders at 375 just got taken to 380 now. Reject back down. People trying to fish this price up. Big order at 360, 24,360. Need this to dump through that 360, and then I think this 350 gets smacked. Strong pullback there. Hit this 360, create that momentum right to the 50. '70s rejecting. Player flashing at 365 here, trying to get it down. There you go, 365, boom. Push down to that 360, create that momentum. Absorb 361. 360 needs to get hit here. Strong orders just came in at 385. Need that 350 to get smacked here. $385 created momentum up to 390 here. Still big order at 350 waiting. All the way down to 320 now. So 350 should get smacked here. More orders, come on. 390 flashing. This might reject here. If this rejects into the 90s, I might close the trade and not even wait for stop to get hit because there's more orders flashing all the way up to 400 now. Yeah, closing that right there. $112 loss from that. This 350s, I can't get them. Look at what's going on here with the book map. Bunch of orders came in lower here, but there was orders flashing above all the way up to 400. Didn't want to stay in that. Selling a course soon, tap in. Oh boy. I still think that this 350 level right here is going to get smacked, create momentum potentially down into the 320s, but I don't, with the way price has been behaving, only in for 5 micros there, $100 loss is not I'll eat that any day of the week to take that trade. See how all these orders started coming in above us here? I didn't want to wait around for that. Made 2.4K from the short, needed 2K to pass. There you go, boom. You think we'll fill yesterday's Trump gap? Are you talking about the Monday gap? That would be my instinct, but we'll see. It could be a choppy move down. We've had that short was clean, man, off the at the very beginning there, off the orb. That was a clean short. I'm sure a lot of people made money on that. He took that short. I'm surprised he would take if he took that short off that trade. I'm very surprised because he usually doesn't get into a trade before the sweep of the London high. I would be very surprised if he took that. He took the short. Yeah, that surprises me with that London high right there. Very surprised. Now this is going to dump down to 350. Here comes 350. Look at the momentum that just got created on the book map. If this doesn't dump right here, that's going to be ridiculous. Hit for 453 across 15 accounts. Boom. There you go, Coda. Very nice, man. Mac, what's up, man? How's it going? This just does not want to break through those 60s. There's 60s. Hedging that 50. I just don't want to do it. What's a good way to get started when day trading? I have a video on my page that'll explain exactly what I believe is the best way to. There's TP right there, and it's getting ready to dump all the way to those 20s now. Do you pay for order flow? Yeah, pay for book map. Look at this. This is gonna dump. Right there, rejected right at the 30 mark. How much do you think it costs? I know it costs a little over $100. Short at 4.2. That's good short. $1,200 TP. Very nice, man. Good job, Kev. The opening range breakout strategy that some people trade is what I'm talking about with the orb. It's the first 15-minute candle from 8 to 8:15. And you look for a retest of that. You can see it here. I have it marked out. You look for a retest of the center of that 15-minute candle. You see it retested the center of that, and then you wait for it to respect the middle of the gap and take a trade in the other direction. Target on liquidity here was the London low. Or you could have made it down to the VWAP. That wouldn't have been a bad trade either. That's still decent. It still would have been, a 60-point move there. I appreciate that, Kev. Got a breaker here, a little ICT setup potentially. Sweep of London, breaker. Not a breaker until the candle closes above this, but pre-marking it for the sticklers. The rectangle tool. Just come on, Frank. Breathe life into things, man. Yeah, I'm still in college. Last leg up before sweep lower, Frank. So this presented on the 2 minute. So it's the last set of up close candles before this sweep lower to take out that London low. Now you need, in order for it to be a valid breaker, you need the candle close above this. So this, we got to wait 1 minute and 30 seconds for that candle to close. There you go, Kev. I'm such a bad boy. How do I tell my wife I lost the house to NASDAQ? Don't tell her, man. Don't tell her. Just wait for the sheriff to come evict you. You think it's going even lower? I mean, we just swept that London low pretty cleanly and then reversed out of it. We'll see what this does. I'd be willing to take this second trade if it plays out. If it doesn't, that's probably going to be all I do today. All right, valid breaker. See if we get a test back into it. A lot of orders above us now, up to the 30s. If we get a test back into the breaker, that's where I would open a trade. Very well could run without us. Just like that. Probably because I don't cut mine off, Tristan, until 8 a.m. Eastern time. You probably cut yours off at 5, I would imagine. $15 Mac. 20 evals, 20 Apex evals. You think it's worth it to purchase Bookmap? I do, yeah. See how this plays here. Terrible entry there, but I'm going to keep my stop just below this. We'll see how this goes. Wow. Spiked up to the VWAP and then immediately pushed off of it. What was that crap? Anybody else just see that? Ideally, we'd take this whole move here, but we'll be patient. Orders coming in below here, unfortunately. What was that? What was that wick? There's orders at 24,450. Right, chill. Let's see if this plays out. Rejected hard off that VWAP. Love to see it trade above that. I'm watching ES on the book map right now. I think it could, we'll see. Watch it just dump right to stop loss right now. Again, this is eval. Hopefully we can trade above this VWAP. Payout secure, there you go. I mean, it very well could hit my stop, Coda, but we'll see. I haven't taken a strictly ICT trade in a while, so give it a shot. I love this setup. I would actually like a bullish gap inside of this breaker. We have a 1 minute inversion inside of it, but typically I'd want to see a bullish gap as an added level of support. I just took 5 micros on this trade, just 5 micros. $20 accounts. Nathan, 5 micros on 20 accounts. 20 Apex accounts, 20 Apex evals. Really want to see us trade above this VWAP. If it keeps rejecting off of that, it's not what I want to see. There we go, push above. Strong rejection there off that VWAP again. Really needed to push through that. There we go. More orders on ES coming in higher here. ES VWAP is anchored from True Day is at 66.58. So I think we still got room to the upside here. I'm going to go, once we hit this, if we do hit this 450 level, I'm going to break even. Yeah, break even there. Still room to the upside here on ES. We did get a rejection off a level there, but I'd love to see this keep pushing above that 450. Comes back below VWAP here. I'm tempted to close this. We'll see. This is NQ. Thanks, Christian. I'm done because of you. Frank, why are you so negative, man? We got to work on that. Come on. Come on. Thanks, Christian. I'm down because of you. You mean I'm done or you're down? Adam, when I play music, they shadow ban my stuff. So I play music in my ear, but as soon as I try to play it for you guys, I always get messages from TikTok trying to mess up my lives. Still orders right there at the VWAP. We didn't necessarily reject off of it on ES. See how we're coming close to it, but we haven't hit it yet. I'm going to move this just below this candle. I appreciate that, DJ. Sing for us. They're 50K Apex accounts. Yeah, it's weird, Benjamin. I was thinking the same thing. Left that Asia low down there. Left that previous 4-hour low too. What does LOL stand for? London low. Sweep a London low, V-shaped recovery, breaker, retest of the breaker. 9 a.m. Start the lives at 9 a.m. I don't know that they're necessarily, it's a better firm, but I don't like trading on Project X with Top Step. We just rejected off of that VWAP there that you see on ES. So that's why I'm going to keep this stop just below this VWAP on NQ. There's still orders above us on ES, but it's just that resistance there is the VWAP. Secured another $100 with your stops. Hey, there you go. I had my stops when I first opened the trade just below the breaker. There's a lot of things they could do here. I mean, yeah, we're trading into those gaps. We're trading into some heavy resistance, but what it could also do is keep going up. You're fainting, Matt. Yesterday you didn't miss anything, man. To be completely honest with you, I'm taking a small trade here, 5 micros on eval. So you're good, man. Enjoy the vacation. Samir, if you have TikTok, go to my. You do have TikTok. Go to my page. There's 2 videos on there pinned about how to connect those. I made the video for Lucid, but the same method applies for any firm that you're using Trade-Evade, that you buy Trade-Evade accounts with. Is Bookmap an order flow thing? It is. Do you do copy trading for your account? Yeah, I have copy trading with TradeSyncer. Strong rejection off the VWAP here on ES. I'm going to move this just a little tighter to the VWAP on NQ just to secure a little more profit because I think this could reject here. I think taking partials are good. You thought I wasn't showing my trades? What made you think that? Yeah, Bookmap does make a big difference, man. When I sit a certain way, price goes up. I tested this. Isn't that funny, man? So many superstitions. I grew up playing baseball, so I'm very familiar with all kinds of superstitions like that. Do you have a bodybuilding gym content page? This is what my TikTok, this current page, the original followers that I had on here, that's how it got started. But no, right now I don't. There was too much weird stuff that I would get on there, man. I get all kinds of weird stuff. Stops just below this previous breakup now. I'm gonna just trail it up slightly. That VWAP is just rejecting on ES. Strong resistance. A lot of orders above it though. If it can push through that VWAP on ES, this is going to take off to the upside. Currently, McKinsey, yeah. Yeah, currently I am. Haven't always been. What is your VWAP indicator? It's just the regular default that comes on TradingView. You just search VWAP. It's still trying to push through this VWAP on ES. Just close this candle slightly above it. Let's see if that is the move we need to get a real strong move here. Would love to see that push up now. SIP made me profitable. Yeah, it does make a difference. Yeah, I don't blame you, Benjamin. I think if I was unfunded, I probably would have been right there with you and would have waited. Frank, where are you at, man? Where's Frank? I did not take the short. I saw that some other people did. I was not comfortable taking that short with London High being untouched. Man, this ES cannot stay above this VWAP here. There we go. Come on. It just does not want to stay above that VWAP on ES. That's going to be the make or break for this trade playing out. Rufus, if you want to start making money, man, you got to cut that out. Yeah, since this is just rejecting off that VWAP, this is probably going to come back to my take profit here, I would imagine. Can't get it to consistently trade above that. I'm still perfectly fine with taking profit at this level. I am not married. No, I have a girlfriend though. Definitely getting popped in profit here. Boom. Good trade. Happy with it. Look at that. Fucking kidding me. Excuse my language. Frank pops up. Look at Frank pop up right now. That's funny. Wow. Can't make it up, man. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, we made some money. Made some money across 20 accounts. Can't be mad about it. I mean, it's an eval, so not really, but we're closer to making money with those accounts. It's supposed to be a hotkey for a screen record, not that.